Hello and
And we
welcome.
are live.
Yeah, hello and
Go ahead.
welcome to a scene for Hong Kong House of Cards. Today, you and Charlie are meeting in the Umbra at what has become the meeting tree between the Sept and the Henga Yokai Dragon Nest. And Shu will come and meet Charlie there.
Charlie will be sitting at, I would assume on a rock or the humble reflection of a picnic table, and just waiting. And he looks a little bit antsy because he's a little bit excited because he actually has a chance, has some reasons to have a particular rite performed. And his right master at the cairn's been a bit busy because of the wall.
Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, just I was wondering if you had a new rite of accomplishment.
She'll nod.
Um, could you perform it on me?
She'll nod again.
All right.
And she'll stand facing him and just
He'll
say,
stand.
tell me of what you feel the spirits should recognize you for, what you have achieved
Uh,
in the name of the Emerald Mother.
he will rattle off the events of
Oh,
when the
go on. What does he want to say? You can
he
go into as much detail as you want or not, but say it.
okay. How we acted at when we first met, and we started working around gathering information at the wall about the wall. Then uh, I believe there was 3 combat scenes at the wall, and the first one he'll go. I helped. Well, you remember that this one, but he we actually out of character. Was you at the first combat scene with the wall?
She was. Bear in mind, you don't have to list everything you've done to gain the renown. Just put it from Charlie's perspective. What does Charlie feel he has done that should gain respect of the spirits?
through
Because
combat uh, through combat and through combat I've brought down a powerful we helped bring down a powerful weaver threat, acted honorably and diplomatically while working with others. I've been truthful. I've protected an innocent shifter and non-shifter shifter. Uh, brain fart. Protected the veil. I've kept my promises so far in favor for a favor with the hair spirit. I'm still keeping my promise with that one. Um, I've given helpful advice to Adam. Oh, God, crud. And I've and through combat I've also yeah, and scratch that one. I've also learned a new right. And he will rattle off more things that are applicable to the situation of getting the renown.
She's just going to wait patiently until you finish.
And then he will finish and let her continue.
This servant of Gaia has fought in the defense of her children, and her spirits. He has sought out knowledge on how better to serve her. He has advised others in their own paths. Which ones are you going for out of character?
Honor and wisdom.
Okay. He has followed the dictates that have been given down to us, and he seeks the approval of the spirits. Are there any who would speak against it? Which is a formality because there's not really anyone else there. Though hair
Unless
does,
the spirits want
though
to say
the rabbit spirit does kind of hop up, give you a look like he's thinking about it, and then just goes to scratch behind his ear, really casual. Like,
Charlie would just.
I was not trying to freak you out at all.
And Charlie's just at that just gonna like start like carding his fingers at the back of his head, and he blush tips his ears.
He's like, no, I did not hop up just at this point to make you think that maybe I was going to complain and then change my mind. She will look at the rabbit, give a small smile of amusement, and then she will say, "Let all who meet you know of what you have done and what you have achieved, and who you have become through your service to Gaia." Then I'm going to roll the dice, and damn it! This is not looking good for you.
Please tell me.
It's ridiculous. Can you see them?
No, I can't see them. Which is kind of a good thing if I'm kind of sensing what's wrong.
In that case, I'm going to sneakily not use those ones.
Yeah.
Use ones instead.
All right. Just go ahead. Just for my clarification, post it up in the chat, so I can see them.
Haven't shown up. weird. But
just because she did pretty much perform the right in front of me,
yep.
and I can learn up to I need to pull up my character sheet.
It is a level 2 right, so if you do want to learn it at some point and make the rolls for that and everything. Ah. Yes. Theoretically, it is sorted. Unless the STs watch this scene and realize that I kind of fudged that.
Just in case if they say anything, just go ahead and put up in the Hong Kong chat. Just put in the successful rolls, and due to technical difficulties, the dice were not seen. Let's see here.
That was the first one.
Intelligence rituals.
But you do also
nothing yet. Nothing yet on my end.
Yep. Okay.
What was that?
That was the first roll. In the chat at the moment.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord. What was the second one? Because wow, I think that kind of, okay, that's a little bit better. 2 successes. Let's just put that in the PM just in case, due to technical difficulties, this was what was the spirits will recognize. Wow, because that first roll that shall not be mentioned ever again in this scene. I think that would actually strip renown.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my honor and wisdom convert into permanent.
I mean, technically, it's a success in there, so it's a fail rather than a botch. In which case, it wouldn't actually take any renown. She'd just have to repeat her thing all over again.
Which she did, which she did, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Charlie is going to want to learn that right. And apparently the spirit said no. The spirit of the dice roller said no, you can't do that right now.
Well, that's okay. Well, Ari's setting up a time-based thing anyway for learning rights.
Yeah.
So we still need to work out quite what's going on with that.
Pretty much, I'm guessing since I got the roll down, I got it, got enough successes. I'm assuming it's just he's just giving the month. So so basically, I can just practice it, and my character can practice it before I can move on.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming. Oh look, I need one more wisdom renown, and I will go up to being Postern. Woohoo!
Woohoo! No, don't you need 2?
Hold up. I have the renown chart. Oh, if my yes, Theurge, Postern. One, actually, I need one more wisdom and one glory. The honor does not start accumulating until Adrian for the Theurges.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. It even if the temporary renown stack accumulated, I wouldn't have gotten anything until like the last dot in wisdom, and I had gotten a permanent glory dot.
Okay. So, rite of accomplishment done. Check.
Yes. Okay. That that takes care of Xu's part, unless we want to go and fudge the rules a little bit and have do a character switch and do Pelagia, learning with Pelagia in the same scene.
But you can go and talk with Pelagia if you want. She's
Yeah.
currently at the beach.
All right. Charlie will give Shu a bow and thank her kindly for performing the rite.
And you will bow back. And your pet rabbit between the ears.
Charlie will squat down and give Rabbit a scratch behind the ear as well. Ears as well. You know that little girl that is hanging out, well, more like living with Adam at the moment.
You did tell me about her, yes.
I'm going by to go see her because she is like him, but I don't know how close because she sounds more of a water-based changeling than a land-based. And it seems there's things I could learn from her that could be useful on down the road.
There are often things we can learn from many people.
Very true. And I guess Charlie and Shu part ways from the meeting spot, and Charlie will make his way over to the beach to talk with Pelagia.
Okay. And presumably you find her favorite beach spot.
Yeah, but before he gets there, he's going to stop off at his apartment and grab the spear she made him.
Good plan.
Because I have a feeling, other than a lore lesson, this is going to turn into a melee lesson and cooking again. And this character can actually hold his breath longer than 5 minutes.
Good.
Stamina A 3 in human form.
Okay, so you're going to grab your spear and head to the beach.
Yes, and in some swim trunks. Why? Well, it's the beach.
Yep. Might take you a while to find Pelagia.
Oh, and also, I'm going to probably need to do a roll, and I need to look and see if I have said roll. Um, yeah, I do. She said something about lowering his banality, and he's going to go get something that he thinks that might help. Weed.
Fair enough.
What would be the roll for that?
That would probably be. How are you going about getting it?
Um, Usually the way to go is the discreet route, and assuming streetwise would be involved,
Yeah,
unless
I
it's
mean,
stealth.
that's why I'm asking, are you going to go buy it? Are you going to go steal it from somewhere? Are you going to
I'm
go?
gonna go buy it.
Okay. Um,
This is
go.
Hong Kong. They're not gonna. They're not. The police may not probably ask questions unless there's actually a store like in Colorado that sells pot.
Okay. Charisma Streetwise.
All right. I really need to up willpower just in case of such stuff like this. Charisma streetwise, 3 dice. Oh, I don't like that one. I hate that one.
I hate the ones in general. I have far too many.
He's gonna try again. One success.
Okay, so you don't manage to find weed, but you do manage to find some non-medical Valium,
Oh, too mellow. And,
which,
uh,
bearing in mind you've got werewolf stamina and resistance to these things,
yeah.
will probably just be along the lines of your average. It will be the mellow section.
Yeah.
Slightly less munchies. Otherwise, it should be pretty similar.
Uh, Depending on the price, he's going to keep on looking with 2 successes.
Okay.
Non-medical Valium in Hong Kong, on a normal person would probably be a little bit overkill, but a werewolf, yeah, you're right about that. But that would probably be high for our resources one person.
Yep. Okay. So you scrounge around a bit, and you get some. You get some slightly suspect weed.
And he's gonna probably buy like uh, try to do like the whole joint thing with paper and light one up.
Yep. It is not the smoothest, but it does the job.
Yeah,
There may be some coughing involved.
yeah. Considering he's probably this is probably the first time he's had it in a long time.
Yep.
And
So
I'm assuming that's a stamina roll, or are we just going to say he's stoned?
let's face it. If he's not stoned, he just smokes more until he is.
Okay. um, and just so we could probably go with that latter theory, he's going to get like the fake cigarettes, but they're more like the roll your own type of cigarette, not the store bought,
Mm-hmm.
and have it in that, and he's going to keep on smoking until he gets to the beach.
Okay. So you head over to the beach. And presumably you look around a bit and you can't see her, but then there's no guarantee you would.
Yeah, considering it, she's probably more than likely in the water.
Precisely.
He's going to finish the joint if, and we're going to say he is stoned at the moment,
Yeah.
and he's going to
And the
go.
people that are down the beach, their barbecue is smelling really good.
Oh, barbecue! Dang it! Focus! Okay. And I'm so probably going to be getting sober when I go into that water.
Yeah. So you head into the water
Yeah.
and you splash around in the water for a while. And then a head will just pop out in front of you.
Hey, yeah, I'm hoping it's Pelagia. Hey, Pelagia.
Hello.
I was wondering if you could teach me some stuff. I don't know what, but I thought I'd ask.
Okay. Well, you're Adam Squire, right?
Yes. The character have not done that scene yet, and I'm thinking Will's going with, since technical difficulties, he's just going to ad lib.
Yep.
Uh, he, he goes, yes, I am. One of them.
She'll nod.
And she noticed the banalities at least one or two levels lower on him for some reason.
Last time she met him, he was probably enchanted, so, maybe.
Enchanted, he's only 4, and since we said he was stoned, he's feeling like about a 3 or a 2 to her.
Okay.
Mate, I don't know how
Probably
low
more likely
people
it's
would
still a
work.
4, to be fair. Stoned
Say
only does
again?
so much. Stoned only does so much, so it's probably still a 4. If it was LSD, maybe a 3.
You said it was questionable weed.
I said it was slightly suspicious weed, yes.
But we'll go with a 4 for right now, to be fair.
It's still reasonable.
Yeah.
There are changelings with 4s, so.
Anyways, back in character.
Mm-hmm.
We have a viewer. Hi, viewer.
What is it you want to know?
gonna need to work on my melee skills and my crafts. My weapon
Are
using
you at
skills.
fishing?
Go ahead.
How good are you at fishing?
Uh, what role did we say that was? I'm assuming
Survival.
melee.
Yeah, survival is usually what most people would associate with fishing, but most
Yeah.
of them aren't thinking spearfishing.
So melee.
Melee is for spearfishing, yes, but Charlie hasn't gone fishing with Pelagia before, so he might be thinking of fishing with a rod or a net, both of which are more survival.
I'm okay with a rod and a net, but what kind of fishing are you thinking of?
She points at his spear.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works. I could use the touch-up, brush-up lesson.
Are you good at swimming?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. And she's
Out of character, she's probably going to be bringing his stamina up by 2 with these regular. If we make this a regular thing.
yeah, she's going to swim off, and then she's going to stop and look back for you to go. And presumably you're going to swim after her.
I'm assuming it's just straight stamina or athletic stamina.
Athletic stamina.
Okay. Let me re-roll that.
I'm not even going to roll for her because.
Oh dear lord. 2 successes.
Okay. She's swimming fairly well. She could still swim rings around you because she's a mermaid, but
Yeah.
like, swim ahead, wait, swim ahead, wait.
And hello.
Ah, wow. You got a nice burst of speed, and you're managing with your stamina. So you get out to a good spot, and she's going to look at you, and then she's going to say, "There's quite a lot of rays that like to sleep on the seabed round here."
Interesting.
They're a good beginner fish.
All right. Probably a good idea if you flesh them out because I'm kind of having some interesting time with the looking in the water right now.
Okay.
Out of character, he's not going to tell no 13-year-old, 10-year-old girl he got stoned just for her.
Be ready.
All right.
And then she's going to dive down into the water.
We said that was Dex melee.
Dex melee, yeah. Although she doesn't find any fish this time.
Oh.
So we're going to try again. And this time, 4 fish. Yay, 4 fish.
Nice.
You've got time before they dart away to try and attack.
That's 1 success.
Yep, so you managed to spear the first one.
And 1 success. Dang it, 1. And
okay, so you've managed to spear 2 of them before the others swim away. You didn't get an awesome roll on the second one, so you don't get to try for try on the third fish.
yeah.
Anyway, so the spear is currently, they're still flapping around because you've got them through. Got them through the well, one of their rays, the fin things that they have. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Dex melee for a mercy kill?
Spear trying to get away. Pardon?
Dex melee for a mercy kill?
Would probably be a good plan. But what are you going to stab them with? Because they're currently on the spear.
Oh, shit. Oh, right. Oh, they really. Fourth thing, How far away out are we?
You can see the shore, and you can see that there are people moving around on the beach. And you can just about see the smoke coming up from the barbecue, but that's about it. They're really quite far out.
And I'm assuming we're under the water at this point.
You were under the water. You've probably surfaced with these rays flapping about on your stick because air.
Yeah. Probably be a good idea to get the 2 back to dry land, and so it'd be easier to pull the spear out and then stab. Because that's the only weapon he brought.
Yep. Pelagia does have her small knife, but she's not going to interrupt. It's your practice. You've got to learn these things.
Alright. Probably head back to shore and take care of these 2 rays.
And they're flapping about all over the place, which is making it harder to swim. But it's mostly just a matter of time.
Yeah, and just hope that they don't hit me with their stinger.
They're definitely going to try to.
That's athletics and stamina for with 3 successes. Swim to at least a rock.
Nice.
Good sized rock. And then get up on it and take the spear out and stab them before they decide to flop out back to the water.
Okay. You managed to successfully kill the rays. Just a second. Yeah. You're lucky neither of them stab you with anything.
Nice. And me being a theurge does not have the right of binding or right of fetish for those spirits. Or right of contrition. Well, right of prayer for the prey. Oh, Lord.
To be fair, minor rights, you can pick up a couple of them anyway. Because it's repetition that does them rather than them being mystical or needing ritual skills.
Yeah. He real quickly looks, see if anybody can see him other than Pelagia.
You're getting a few odd looks, but you're quite far away from the people that are giving you the odd looks.
Um, just,
Let's
just
just say the lifeguard down the beach is giving you a bit of an odd look for having been stabbing fish.
yeah. Just real quick, he's going to leave the fish and the spirit there on the top of the rock for just a second, maybe a minute. He's going to jump back in the water and sidestep where he knows that people can't see him clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the I don't know what the gauntlet would be for ocean.
Ocean is usually 5 or under, depending on
So
how far out you are. So yeah.
So 7, and plus
Yep.
technically the water can be construed as a reflective surface.
The surface can, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you should be fine. This
he
close to the
goes.
land, it's a 5. Further out, it's lower.
Yep.
And deeper down,
He
it's lower still. There are places where you can almost slip where it is possible to slip sideways accidentally.
yeah. Once he crosses into the Umbra, he goes and finds the two raised spirits, and
Well, you can't find their spirits because it's not spirits of the living creatures, it's spirits of the essence of creatures, if you see what I mean. So,
okay.
and not to mention the Ray's individual spirits would have gone to the Dark Umbra.
Oh yeah, true.
But you can give thanks to the spirits of Rays in general.
Okay, that'll work. Etiquette and charisma, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that works.
Two successes.
Yeah. As far as you know, it's all good.
Okay.
This is the thing. It's not prayer for the prey is not a ritual in the standard sense. It is a minor ritual. It's like saying grace. It's not really the same as going to church. It's something that you do on a regular basis, and because you do it on a regular basis, it gains meaning. But yes, so presumably you're going to go back across the gauntlet.
Yes, I am.
And Pelagia will look at you and be like, where did you go?
And you and Adam have the dreaming. I have a spot where I can go.
Okay.
And I just went there to thank the spirit of the rays in question for giving their life for what is probably going to be very, very delicious food.
She nods. So I take it you know how to make the orange special stuff that changes the food.
Say again?
I take it you know how to make the orange special dancing stuff that changes the food.
Oh, you mean fire?
She'll nod.
Yes. That part wouldn't not that hard. It's just cooking would probably be the hard part. I guess we are are we back to the beach, or was the rock at the beach, or is it
The rock is
somewhere
kind of
offshore?
near the beach. You could probably, at the moment, the water around the rock is about waist deep.
Okay.
So
Let's.
you're very near back to the beach, but you're not actually on the beach yet.
Yeah. Let's head back to the beach, and I will attempt to make fire.
Joel nods
And
and help you carry the rays.
yeah. And when we get back to the beach, Charlie will go looking for some dry driftwood.
Yeah.
This is such deja
By the
vu.
way, Bellagio is completely carefree, carrying the rays by the tails at the moment. Completely
I'm gonna
unconcerned.
I'm gonna say he's stoned right now, to where he's like he's not seeing this as weird, but other people are seeing this as weird.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, then he looks at the other people and realizes they're all looking at her. Yeah, she has the anti venom on her. She's fine. She's done this before.
Yeah, Pelagia just looks at you and goes, "These are female. They don't have them."
Okay. We get back over to a spot where we can build a fire and find some nice dry driftwood.
Yeah.
Is perception alertness?
Perception survival.
And I have that. Oh, just straight perception, because apparently I didn't put that on here. One success.
Okay, so you managed to find a bit of a sheltered spot and some driftwood. It's a bit of a smoky fire, but you do manage to get one going.
I'm so glad I'm going to say he made sure that that Zippo he used light the joint was in an airtight Ziploc bag.
I figured he probably left it with his clothes on the beach, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, true.
And she's going to wait until he's finished making the fire. And while it's starting going better, and she watched him make the fire quite carefully. Once it's starting to pick up, she's going to remove a small shell dagger from her belt or somewhere, and start filleting the smaller of the two the two rays. And once she's filleted it and kind of cut out the bit that the spear went through because it's smushed everything together in that area, she's going to hand the knife over to Charlie to use.
I'm assuming crafts and decks.
Yeah, Dex crafts makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Or Dex survival, whichever is higher.
Hold on, that was a fail, so he has a chance to do that again. Okay, that's a little bit better.
Okay. So basically, you manage to make a right mess, but you do eventually figure out what you're doing and get the fillet away from the rest.
I'm just gonna blame it on the weed.
Blame it on the weed. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah.
And
you only managed to get one of the 2 fillets out because you completely wrecked the other one. But
yep.
But that was the one the spear went through anyway. So
that works. He's going to put it on the fire to cook, and he would have. He basically would have made some more joints to smoke, and he lights one end of the fake cigarette up and makes sure that the smoke deliberately drifts away from Pelagia, and just sits there with this with the fake cigarette in his mouth.
okay.
And what's the role for cooking?
Dex crafts.
Okay.
Actually, wits crafts might be better.
Dang it. 2 successes.
Nice. So we've got some nice fish fillets.
Hopefully, a little bit better than Riker's barbecuing.
Yep. They're soft and flaky and tasty.
Yes.
Freshly caught, freshly cooked fish.
And he dulls a half out to Pelagia unless she's going to eat one of the rays raw.
No, she's going to wait for them to be cooked this time.
All right, he dulls her out one, and he goes into eating the other one.
Mm-hmm. There's currently 3 fillets because she managed to get 2 off her ray. Well, one and a half because spear damage. And you only managed to get 1 off your ray. So, but she'll let you have the other half from her one.
All right. What can you tell me about your your kind of people? He's trying to word this to where it's not violating any the secrecy laws of both changeling and werewolf.
Changeling doesn't really have secrecy laws.
The sheet.
Sort of.
But he's basically asking her to tell him about the merfolk, aka merfolk lore.
What do you want to know?
You're actually the first one I've ever met, so I guess starting at the beginning.
Well, in the beginning, there was Batea and Dagon and out of character. I need to remember the third one. I'm just going to call him the shout one for the moment. And Batea is the goddess of fishes, and Dagon is the god of the spineless creatures.
Like jellyfish and stuff.
Yes. And then the shelled one is the god of those that have shells.
All right. He's gesturing to continue.
In the beginning was the sea, and then unsea was created. And some of Vatea's children wandered up from sea to unsea. And Vatea was curious. So she went up to look upon unsea and felt sorry for her children that had travelled there.
What happened?
But returned to the ocean. The children of Vatea in unsea, they lost their abilities. They could not swim, could not breathe properly. They were stuck in unsea and could not return.
They adapted to being on land and forgot where they came from.
She'll nod.
The shelled one you mentioned, taking a drag. He sounds familiar to me. He wouldn't have happened to look like a giant turtle by any chance.
Sometimes. And sometimes a crab. Sometimes a snail. Sometimes an oyster.
Anything with shells.
She nods. The shelled one told Dagon that Dagon could not go up to unsea. But Dagon would not listen. And Dagon went up to unsea. And Dagon was frightened of what the shelled one would say and do when he was pulled back to sea. And so, when the shelled one tried to carry Dagon back into the sea, he bit the sky. And he tried to hold on to the sky, and he tore it open. And brought a piece of the sky back with him to unsea.
Okay.
And while Vatea had her children, the merfolk, Dagon crept into the grottos where the children awaited their transformation and used the sky to allow him to make his own followers, the Marusha.
And those are?
They are like the merfolk, but their Apsara are not fish. They are the spineless creatures.
Oh, okay.
But They are not as we are. They're dark and twisted versions.
Oh. Lovely.
They do not bear live young. Instead, they lay their eggs in drowned beings of unsea.
Ew. Interesting, but ew.
And that is how the world came to be.
Alright.
The dirt walkers trapped on the land in unsea. Weakened by the blazing light from the hole in the sky.
Helios. Points to the sun.
She'll nod.
He's not that bad. Maybe to other species, but he's not that bad.
She'll nod again.
I have another question. Do you know anything about a turtle entity that your people may have heard about? He maybe go by a different name, but my kind call him Croatan Turtle, or the World Turtle.
It seems likely he is a follower of the Shroud One. One of my cousins at Apsara was a turtle.
Interesting.
She couldn't breathe underwater properly.
Aww.
She could only hold her breath for 6 hours.
Wow, that's a little bit better than what I can do.
Yes, but you're a dirt walker.
This is true. He's gonna. This turtle entity was a very powerful spirit patron of one of my of a group of my kind called by their patron Croatan. This group fell to the entity of to an entity of darkness and coldness and madness.
The Shroud One has more to do with coldness than Dagon does. But Dagon is more destructive.
That sounds like another entity I know. But when this group sacrificed themselves to imprison, I guess you could say, the land version of Dagon, because he went insane and had a split personality disorder. He had multiple. he had multiple personas in holding in one body. This turtle entity fell into a deep sleep and hasn't been found since. I was wondering if you knew anything about, you or you heard anything about about turtle.
I would suggest asking one of the Rorqual to commune with Vatea, but Vatea's grotto is unreachable now.
Why?
Because of the coldness. From the dirt walker place known as Deepwater.
Deepwater.
Not content with ruining Unsea, they have travelled to sea.
What would be the role to recognize that name?
How much does your character know about Pentax and technocrats?
I have group lore of 2, which would probably recognize that as Pentex subsidiary.
It's possible you might. Make it diff 9. Intelligence Guru law.
1 success.
Nice. So you might recognize
Pulled it out of my butt.
You probably don't know the details, but you might recognize it as being linked to Pentex in some way.
Deepwater. I know that name. I think it's linked to another company that's tied to the the Unsea's version of Dagon.
She'll nod.
Which, that's not a good thing. They're tantamount to, like,
It seemed the place had energies similar to Dagon and to the Shald One. We tried to stop it being built, but it gave off such coldness.
You couldn't get near it.
It became difficult.
Oh Lord, this just got so much worse.
And then the drowning came.
Do you know the location the location of this grotto?
The grotto is at the base, is at the very depths of the trench. The Great Trench, beside which we built our city.
Where I probably can't get to because the ocean's pressure, but I can probably get around that.
As I said, I would have recommended asking one of the Rorqual, but the drowning came and the coldness covers the whole area. I was the only person that I know of to survive from my city.
I think I can talk to some people and try and get you some get some help for that for the grotto.
That is why I hope to come. That is why I came to Hong Kong, because I heard about the wall of coldness, and I thought whatever might be done to end that may be of help in dealing with Deepwater.
Hopefully, our 2 situations can coincide into a mutually beneficial one.
If anyone other than the shelled one would know where this turtle might be, it would be Vatea. She is the mother of all the fishes, and she hears their tales.
Alright. Taking another drag. How do we get a hold of the shelled one?
That I don't know. Sea is a large place. This is why we call it the world. There is so
Yeah.
much less unsea, and yet it makes so much mess.
Deep water is connected with the people. I'm thinking, don't. This is only speculation, but it sounds like the people that made up the wall of coldness to the north, and the people that are connected to the unsieged version of Dagon.
They do seem similar.
Yeah. Which in that case, I can probably talk to my my kin's leader here in Hong Kong and get her to send people that can investigate and possibly render aid to the grotto, and because this in hopes of securing allies for maybe a later strategic battle or in war against the people, these people and entities. I can try though.
She nods. That is all I can do as well.
Yeah.
And I hope that one day the city will be able to be rebuilt.
Hopefully. That you want to end the scene here with them talking?
That makes sense to me.
All right, and eating.
And eating.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for indulging us, and this was an edition for Hong Kong House of Cards. Bye.